2025 Topps Chrome Football 4 Hobby Box. Pick your team break number 6059. July 7th. Thank you all for hopping in this one. We're going to get that one live first before we start the break here. It's going to be the first 4 boxes out of a fresh case. We'll take out all the boxes, randomize 4. Top 4 after randomization will be the boxes that we use in this one. In terms of breaks, this was going to be the last break tonight, but it is a little bit early on my end. Probably be up for a couple hours, so we will be putting up some divisionals tonight. Just road to opening day. It's been a product we've been ripping baseball-wise. Some pretty big autos have been pulled in that. It's going to be, I think, relatively pretty good pricing. 60 a random division if interested there. There will be a tag post, or we'll see if we can run a couple tonight. If not, just one. That'll do it for the breaks tonight. Let's get into the randoms. All right. 1 down to 6, 7 down to 12. Top 4. Very important dice roll and draw. 6 times. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 12, 8, 3, and 5. I just randomized on 6. 1 to 2, 6 times. I'm just going to get these tagged up. 3, 5. Might just be easier to do it that way. 3, 4, 5, 8, and 12. So 6, 7, 8, 12. All right, let's get these ones off. This will stay. All right, we'll see what we're gonna do with the next break of these. If these are not a good 4, we'll probably run it back, do another 4. If it is a pretty good 4, most likely these are gonna be used with some mixers and 2 boxers, smaller breaks. All right, 4 boxes coming up. Good luck, everyone. Box number 1. 4 autos for sure. Looking for short prints, low numbered stuff. Pack it. We got Nixon, Prism, Will Howard, Steelers, Ladd, Refractor, and Campbell. Steelers for Kenzo. Everything will be cased up on the spot in the recap too, if you're coming in late. Have to jump out. B-Rob, here's Watts Refractor, Dart Refractor for the Giants, and Woody Marks. $1975 Dart. It's going to go to Jordan Hill. Stingley, Chase Young, Aikman, and Booker. Olave, Cole Kmet, CeeDee Lamb, and Tootin for the Jaguars. First numbered card could be some ink. Browns, no auto, but it's Shadur. Numbered to 250. Nice start for the numbered cards. That's from the final filler, Jeff. Jeff on the board. Final fillers. Keeping it up. Been collecting some piece of the wall usually every break with these final fillers somehow. We got Neon will be CJ Stroud for the Texans. Solid one for Brandon. Stroudy. CD Refractor. Michael Williams. Still got our auto live. Can't recall how many numbered cards you see for hobby. We got Garrett Williams, Khalil Herbert, Derrick Henry, Loveland. Dobbs, Blankenship, Myles Garrett Refractor, and Travis Hunter base. Gold, wow. Is this autumn? Where are we going with this one? Hall of Chrome, that's pretty nasty. For the Raiders, final filler, Charles Woodson. 28 of 50 on the golds. That is another final filler team, jeez. It's been a weird run of that. 28 of 50, nice hit for the Raiders, Kenzo. Charles Woodson. Hall of Chrome. Sick auto to start. Bucky. Ollie Gordon, final pack. Front stack, we got Derek Brown, Seth Hannigan, Refractor, Frank Gore, and Hampton on the base. All right, second half coming up. Looking for low numbered stuff. Short frames to left. Knox, Prism, Joey Bosa, Genti for the Raiders, Krosky Mara base. We have Trey Harris Refractor for the Chargers, Fred Warner, and Prather. Chargers going to James C. Could be underrated. Trey, see how he looks this year coming up. Garrett Wilson, DeForest, Refractor of Dak for Dallas. Mason Taylor, Cowboys Bob. Jake Browning, McDuffie, Chase Brown, and Walter Nolan. Thule, Theo Johnson, Surtain, Future Stars, Fan and Junior base. Rico, Prism, Chase Brown, Avila, and Mullings. We got Mack, Rice, Brock, Simmons, 3 to go. James Cook, Tank Bigsby, Cam Ward, Fortune Refractor, and Barron. Tennessee Titans going to James C. Cam Ward. BTJ, Jalen Hurts. There's Brady on the Fortune for the Bucks. Inserts Michael Dudley. And last back. AJ Brown, last numbered card. Vikings, Jordan Addison's to 199. Vikes for Kai. Use check refractor and Mike Green. Pretty solid box one. Nice auto, Shadur numbered. Neon was solid, Stroud. Box number 2. X marks the spot. I shouldn't have done it that way. Box 2, good luck. We got QJ, Prism, Pacheco, Hendrickson, All Chrome, Refractor, and Princely. McCoy, Prism, Ferguson, Puka, Power Players, Jalen Reed. Charvarius, Mason Taylor's a refractor, Bo Jackson, Thornton Jr. Mason Taylor for PJ. McKinney, Drake London, refractor, and Smith. Tavai, Wilson, Bryce, still in Gabriel base. Neon, Fuaga for the Saints. We'll go to Robert. Fuaga. Hank Dell refractor. What's up with him? Is he coming back? Genty. Alec Pierce, Mark Andrews, Justin Fields, and Quinn Ewers. Malik, Kamara, Ray Lewis, Fortune, Dart Base. Kirk Cousins, Tank Dell, Miles Garrett, All Chrome, Ferguson. Here's some color. Bears, Loveland. Number to 199, nice. Chicago, 91 of 199. Bears. It's going to go to Michael Dudley, McCoy, Refractor, Stewart, final pack. Wilson, Watson, Refractor, Power Players, Hurts, Kenneth Grant. Second half has our ink. Good luck. Lawrence, Scary Terry, Scatterboo, Fortune. Derrick Henry, Strange, Mark Andrews, Refractor, Hennigan. We got Penix, Jaguars, Auto, Allen to 199. Jags with our second autograph. Going to Jason D, final filler team. The final filler once again. Taking another auto. Hutchinson, this is definitely the craziest run we've been on with those final fillers. I don't know how. It seems like they always just pop up with something. Prather, Gates, Travion. Ertz, Prism to Maloa, Strange Refractor, and Judkins. Harrison Smith, Krosky Merit Refractor, BTJ Refractor, insert Pat Bryant. Krosky, Commanders, Robert. 3 to go, box 2. 2 to go after this. Coleman, Buddha, Sewell, Graham. Final filler fire for sure. It's crazy. JTT Higgins, Ladd McConkey, and Walker. Green. This might be a variation, maybe. Nope, Scary Terry to 99 on the lava. It's going to go to Robert. Scary Terry to 99. Up there. Justin Fields refractor for the Jets and Stutzman. Close this out, box 2. 2 boxes remain. Box 1, I'd probably say still in the lead. Next box coming up. Love to see some red. Red or super, just for a nice sweat. Good luck. George Kittle, Simmons refractor. There's another dart. Fortune, Curtis Rourke. Find the McFadden, Overshown refractor, Isaiah Bond. Davis, Joey B, Caleb power players, and Morrison. Debo, Roquan, Flutie, Campbell. Packs are slippery. Mike Evans, Prism, Devonta Smith, Colton Miller, and Arroyo. Ilata, there's a Kelsey etch for the Chiefs. Not numbered on this one. Pretty good looking card though. Kind of looks different than the other ones that were base, but just a base etch for the Chiefs. From Michael Dudley. Nice. Kelsey. Joey B on the power players. Pierce Jr. Tua, Tillman, Dawkins, Starks. Worf, Shakir, Tua, Golden. Purple. 2-2 Chargers, Herbert to 75. 32 to 75 Chargers going to go to James C. Nice little Herbert. Chris Godwin to refractor and backside Riley Leonard. Pop back. Front stack. Auto still live here. Danny Dimes, Jordan Davis, Cam Chancellor refractor, Cam Ward. Second half, good luck. Nims, Jatavian, Diggs, Castro. Raheem, there's our other auto, and what do you know? To $4.99, Travis Hunter on the refractor rookie auto, and that is 3 for the final filler. Jason D, nice hit. Travis Hunter. Second, Jaguar auto. That is crazy. This run is insane right now. Bucky and Will Campbell. Looking for short print spell numbered. Closing out box 3 here. Cooper DeJean. There's Darnold on the prism. Surtain and Bowman Jr. I'm a little bit disappointed in the Chargers, to be honest with you. I think this was a good opportunity to go hard in free agency. I don't think they really did enough. Mullings, Caleb, Jack Beck to compete with the big dogs. I don't think the roster is still good enough. But, you know, I think they're going to be a good team. But you look at teams like the Guardians in baseball, every year they can make the postseason, or even the Brewers make the postseason, but I feel like their rosters are just never good enough, like offensively. You got McDaniel. We'll see what happens. Cowboys, Maffa. But to have second most or the most cap and your biggest signing is, I mean, they got a center, Biadzi, which was a good signing, but outside of that, I mean, Njoku's probably their biggest signing for like $4 million, whatever it was. No real splashes. We'll see. Caleb, Hampton, refractor. Keyshawn and Helm. I do like the team if it's healthy, but you can't bank on health. Like that's just crazy. Free agency will mitigate that risk a little bit with some depth. They have no depth. It blows my mind. CeeDee Ramsey, Joe Mixon, Brady Cook. Jacoby, Karlaftis. There's another Hampton for the Chargers. Will Howard. Another Hampton refractors going to James C. Auto pack here. Last numbered card. Browns again. Shadur. Rainbow starter. We got to $2.99 and to $2.50. Kind of high, but knocking them down one by one. 2 Shadurs. Sam Darnold refractor and Elick. Yeah, I don't think they did enough to really. And you got Mahomes coming off an injury. You got Bo Nix coming off an injury. You got the Raiders kind of in a rebuild. It's just weird. I mean, it's just the Chargers. It's a weird franchise, man. It's like the Angels. It's a bizarre franchise. For some reason, also, guys, the comments have been really weird for me. I don't know. If you guys have been commenting on videos, a lot of the lives, I don't see until the end. Once the live ends, just a heads up. So if I'm not responding, that's the reason why. All right, good luck. Final box. Tank, we got use check, BTJ, refractor, and Simmons. Got Butker, Garrett Wilson, Prism, Lamar Refractor, and Loveland. Yeah, AFC West should be interesting for sure. Can't count out Mahomes. The Broncos are very nice on paper too. Kenzo, Ward, Rice, Campbell, Barron. I think the Raiders improved a lot too. New coach. So they could be dangerous and upset. Tyler Warren, I don't think they could win the division, but they can upset some teams for sure. I think they had a better free agency than the Chargers, to be honest. They're not even really in win now. It's embarrassing. Knox, Pacheco, Malik, Prather. Total F. I give it a 100% F grade. Morrison, Jahmyr Gibbs, Fortune, Refractor, and Mason Taylor. Joe Milton, DeForest, Jake Browning, Refractor, Nolan. Tyreek, DK, Jordan Love, Fortune, Fannin. Slow start to this front stack here. Box 4. Definitely some decent ones though so far. Hunter's nice, Woodson very nice, Kelsey, shorter print. Couple numbered cards of Shadur, Loveland. See if we can end with an absolute banger. Bucky, Theo Johnson, Brock Bowers, RJ Harvey. You guys can let me know what you want to do. We got Green, Bills, Joey Bosa to 99. Garrett Wilson, Refractor, and Krosky Merritt. Maybe not an F, but like a D. Realistically, a D, because they did get a center at a pretty good price. I think that could be a good signing, but I just don't. I mean, the draft, you're gonna get a draft anyways. You're gonna get all those players anyways. You can't just get rid of Greg Roman and get McDaniel and then just call it a day. Just essentially blame him, even though I think he didn't do well. They had the worst O-line, one of the worst O-lines last year. James Cook, Refractor. Herbert, most pressured, most sacked, and it wasn't really his fault. It was just picking up people off the street, playing O-line. At the same time, we got a white. It's going to be big. Browns again. Holy smokes. Final filler. Jeff on this one. Will be our auto. Let's see a Shadur. Mason Graham to 30. So, I don't know. Those final fillers, I'm not going to lie, they have been finding their way to make the wall in the back. It has been pretty remarkable. All 4 autos coming from that final filler. Travis Hunter on the power plays and Hampton. Yeah, they'll be back healthy, but I just don't. I don't see how, especially Slater coming off a big injury. Wouldn't you, after you saw how bad the O-line was, wouldn't you think that you would get some depth, or at least do a little bit more? I mean, you still are sitting on a lot of money. They want to re-sign players and extend players. I get it, but like, I mean, the time feels a little bit like you're a couple signings away from being like, you know, even if you got A.J. Brown like the Patriots did, it would, at least people in the league would respect you a little bit. Curtis Rourke, Cam Ward. I don't think anybody fears the Chargers. like the Rams or now the Patriots and all these other teams. No one's fearing Lad McConkey and Quentin Johnston and older Njoku. Tyler Warren, Travis Hunter, there's just too many teams I'll just trade my offense for. They could have fixed that or at least beefed up your defense a little bit. Do like Messidor though. Could be nice. Yeah, I get that. Of course. I mean, just all alone. But you're still dealing with a bunch of I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just don't like banking on health. Instead of, you have the most cap space in the league. Why aren't you using it? That doesn't make sense to me. We got Commanders, Amos to 299, Mac Hollins, Michael. Trey Amos. Last pack coming up here. We got Chase Young, one final neon. Saints. Rookie, let's see, Shuck. Devin Neal. Final neon will go to Robert Keithley. These are all things that we know, though. Yeah, they needed to get a big receiver. Alec Pierce, they're in the market. I would have even taken him. It's the same story every year. It's like, okay, fix the line. Okay, the line's pretty good if you have Alton Slater, but fix the center. You got a center. Good enough. Banking on health there. Fine. Don't really have a ton of depth at all. It's fine. But then it goes back to the receivers, and then people start blaming he doesn't have enough help on the receivers. I don't personally think Njoku solves that problem, so we'll see. Thank you guys once again for joining. We know the tackles are coming back. We know we have draft picks. We know we have a lot of cap space. I'm just a little disappointed they didn't make a big move. Refractors with the most cap space in a division that seems up for grabs. If there was ever a year to use your cap space and go all in, I would think maybe this would be the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have Mahomes somewhat vulnerable. You have Bo Nix coming off a bad ankle injury. Can hurt himself at any moment. Not saying that it's going to happen or wishing it upon him, but I have really bad ankles. They're one bad step and you're screwed. I don't know. It was bizarre to me. Fractors. They've taken scrub teams to the playoffs. I'll give them that. Those teams are scrubby. You can't be bottom 5 in any category and expect to win a Super Bowl. They're always bottom 5 in something, but I don't know about this year if they'll be bottom 5, but just didn't. See what happens. I think they're going to be really good, though. Neons to 299 on Amos. Shadur to 250. Bosa to 99. Shadur to 299. Loveland to 199. Herbert to 75. Scary Terry's to 99. Addison to 199. Decent autos. Kelsey on the etch. Allen to 199. Mason Graham to 30 on card. Hunter refractor auto to 499. Woodson to 50. Yeah, if they didn't have as much cap space as they did, I wouldn't really bat an eye about it. I know they got to re-sign Herbert if they want to do that and a couple other players. But I don't know. I just don't. I can't see them. Like, I'm looking at the Rams roster. I just don't see even close remotely close to a roster like that. I just don't. Like, I don't see it. You know, and you have cap space to get a lot of players. Maybe, I don't know why people wouldn't want to come to LA, play with the Chargers. Maybe that's something, but we'll see. Maybe they got something up their sleeves. Just wasn't good enough, at least in my opinion. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I think they're a good regular season team. I don't think they have a Super Bowl team. They have a regular season team that could win regular season games. I don't think they're ready to really be on that level yet until they make bigger moves. You got to make some big moves. We'll see if they do it. Appreciate you guys. You guys can let me know what you guys want to do. We do have most likely case hit live. I'm assuming we're going to at least see one in the case. Autos were decent. Maybe the best autos live. I'm not sure. Charles Woodson Gold's pretty sick. Travis Hunter to 499. Solid. So we will see. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next piece.